Hey there friends, Foster the Canadian here, and today I'm showing you another mod showcase. This time I'm showing you the Gany's End mod showcase. Now what this showcase is a showcase for the mod Gany's End, or Gany's End, however you would like to pronounce it. Now, this is from the same guy who did the Gany's Nether, surprise surprise, which is a fantastic mod that allows you to utilize the items found in the Nether to a much greater extent, and this does the same with the End. So, the first thing I'm going to show you are the very basics. So, you got here the endstone brick. You make the endstone brick by putting endstone together in that formation, and you get an endstone brick. Now, you can also make endstone rod by putting one on top of the other. And if we move on over here, you can see that with the endstone brick, you can make brick walls, you can make stairs if you use these formations, but that's more for decoration than anything. Now, alright, now this is also for decoration, but it also has some practical uses. So you put 9 ender pearls together, you get an ender pearl block. You put 4 ender pearl blocks together, you get an ender pearl brick. Now, here's where things get kind of interesting. Now with these end stones, you put them together with an eye of ender and obsidian in the corners, you get raw endium. So, I'm going to take this, but I'm also going to take a lot of this so I can show you how it's done. Now you see here, you put that, I'll show you. Now, you put this in the middle, you put these on the, well I guess you put it in a diamond shape around there, and in the corners, you put the obsidian. With that, you get raw endium. Now, raw endium, you cook, and once it's done cooking, you get yourself endium ingots. Now, these endium ingots are very useful. Now, if we go back to the first chest that we were in, see that you get you get endstone rods. You use the endstone rods with the endium ingots, and you can, well, first off, you can put it together to get a block of endium for better organization, but you can also use them to create tools. Now, endium shovel, endium axe, and endium pickaxe. Now, this is actually really cool, and I'm going to show you why in a second. Alright, now these tools are only a tiny bit better than stone. I think they have the same durability, but maybe they mine a little bit faster. But the cool thing that you do is if you shift and right click, you see that it became, well, it looks like it's enchanted, it's glowing. And what the cool thing is, as you see, there's nothing in the chest here. I'm going to walk up to this tree. I'm going to chop down a little wood. Now you see the wood, that wood is just disappearing, but no, it is going right to your chest, which is really cool. Now all of these are bound to this chest, so if I dig a little dirt, go down a little bit here to get some cobblestone, you see none of that is dropping because it is all going right to the chest. Now that is handy. Okay, now along with those tools, you can get yourself an ender scythe. Now what this does is actually really cool. I'm gonna open this up and might as well show you what the ender flowers do too. So let's just spawn this little zombie pigman, and hopefully I don't die here. But let's just let's show him a little bit of what we're made of with the ender scythe. Now, as you see, he dropped his head, so you can collect heads from the animals in here. I'm just gonna put that on real quick. That's pretty cool. So the scythe will allow you to get the head of any animal. And real quick, I want to show you the ender flowers actually have other purposes. But one of the cool things that you can do is if you put the, there we go. If you put them in different formations, you can get different types of dye. Now I think that there's, alright, there you go, light blue, cyan. So if you have enough flowers and you put them in different formations, only 2 right here, so I can only make a couple different ones, but you can get different types of dyes, and that's really cool. The flowers are found in the end. The end is mostly unchanged, except it does add ender flowers, which as you see there can be quite useful. Now, I've got one more thing that you can do with those ingots that you got. Now you can make yourself. That's what I already showed you. Now if you go over here, that's what I already showed you. Okay, there we go. This is the chest that it's in. So if you go over here, you can make endium armor. So you got the helmet, you got the chest plate. Oh, there, by the way, this is how you set it up. So if you see any formation in the chest next to an item, that is how you build it. So you got the helmet here, you put cactus green dye, you get cactus green dye from either the flowers, or you can take a cactus and put it in a furnace, get cactus green. So you got the helmet. You got the chest plate here. Over here, you got the leggings and you got the boots. Now, I'm going to take all these and show you how friggin' cool this armor is. So I'm going to put this on. I look a little bit like Isaac from Dead Space meets RoboCop. Pretty cool. Now, what the helmet does, I'm going to show you real quick here, that if you add enough time, well, you know, it's nighttime is basically what I'm saying. When it's nighttime, you can still see. Now, it gives you night vision. The Endium chest plate allows you to survive fire. I believe it's the chest plate that does it. One thing that is a bit of a bummer about the armor, though, is, well, you know that Endermen have a pretty strong weakness, an allergy, if you will, to water. And that is true with that as well. But the boots, oh, the boots allow for feather falling. So you can fall down great distances without any trouble, or, you know, without much trouble at all. Oh, wonderful. The leggings allow you to move a lot more quickly and jump quite a bit higher. How could I have forgotten about that? This, by the way, is me testing out different parts of the mod, so forgive me for that. Hey, I will take your head. Okay, now that that's dealt with, this room is pretty much the beginner's room for all things Gany's End, Gany's End. I keep wanting to call it Gary's, but that is, this is all the simple stuff that you can learn. Now, this is the more advanced room, and this is where things get really, really cool. Alright, now in this chest, we have an inventory binder. How you get this is you put endstone together with the ender pearls and a head. Right here I have a villager head. If that doesn't work, I'll use a player head, but I believe you can use almost any head, if not every head, to create this, but I'm just going to test that out for you guys real quick so I don't look like a fool. Hey, it worked! Okay, there we go. So that worked. Let's see if this works right here. Zombie head. Yeah, okay, so any of that works. We're going to grab that inventory binder, and what you do with it, you place it down, and oh, that's creepy. So, as you see, your head will be placed in the binder, and it will follow you around in a really creepy fashion. Alright, so what this does is, you see, if you place a hopper, or if you have Buildcraft, you can attach a Buildcraft pipe here. Now, what it does is, it takes an item. So I've got a chest above here with these items in it. This is what's in my inventory right now. Now, if I break this chest, the item should fall into the hopper. Let's see here. Okay, yep, they go into the hopper and they go right to your inventory. So that's really handy if you have Buildcraft installed and you've got mining system going, so it goes right into there and into your inventory. And that's a very, very handy thing to have in this mod. Moving on! Alright, now this mod also adds emulators. Now, what an emulator does is, you see, you have the ender pearls in the corner and you use hardened clay in the middle. I'm going to take that right now so I can create one to show you. Or you can also use ender flowers in that manner if you wish, and it will make this emulator here. Now I'm going to make a couple right now so that I can show you exactly what this does. Okay, so if you place down an emulator right there, as you see, it actually locks onto the block that you place it on and it takes that form, but with one difference. You see, you can walk right through it. So this is really cool. You can make all kinds of secret entrances with this, and you can still break it down, use it however you like. Let's just see here if I can make it. Yeah, there we go. You can make it glass, so if you place it next to it instead of on top of it, it still works. Fantastic. I love this idea. And we're moving on now to the ender tag. Now, what the ender tag does is it's used in different pieces of equipment that this mod gives you. Now, you create it with an ender pearl and a piece of paper. Gives you the ender tag. And with the ender tag, oh, here we go. So this right here is the block shifter. I'm going to take that. You make the block shifter in this pattern. So you have gold in the corners, you have the glass right there, and you have 2 ender pearl blocks with redstone on top. The reason I have it as 2 is because I have 2 in here and I didn't want to confuse people. So you only need one of them to make one. And I'm going to show you what this does. Now I have a chest in here that has seemingly worthless items in it. Well, somewhat worthless. And here's what this thing can do. So you place one down there, you place one down there, put some torches on it, and I'll place chest right there. I'm going to place these items in the chest, maybe a couple more. Armor, why not? And you activate... Oh, there you go! So now that it's activated with the ender tag, you can swap the chest around places. That's pretty darn cool. So if you're moving between places, you just place a chest on top of it, or you can place this under, and it will move it. Now, it doesn't just work with chests, it works with any block, so that's fantastic. It's a little teleporter. Okay, now when I said I was playing around with this mod earlier, this is what I was doing. Now, if you have gold ingots. You place 3 like that in a V shape. You got the ender pearls there, and you got 4 buckets of water. You can create yourself an infinite bucket. Now I'm gonna move over, let's move over here so you guys can see. The infinite bucket is pretty much exactly what it sounds, where you have infinite water that you can play around with. And that's pretty cool if you're interested in building a man-made lake or any kind of ocean. You can build yourself an entire world here with this mod. Now, I'm going to show you guys what you can do with the bucket. Now, if you use the infinite bucket in the middle of 4 ender pearls and 4 iron ingots, you get yourself an infinite water source. Now, what this does is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to place it down, I'll place it down over here. You place that down, then you now have portable, infinite water that you can use however you wish. Now, that is absolutely fantastic. I'm loving this mod. I can see a lot of great uses for it if you guys are into Let's Plays or any kind of survival challenges. This would be a fantastic mod to add, or if you just love Minecraft and you love having fun. If you don't love having fun, then this mod's probably not for you. Alright, now if you are trying to use this mod with Buildcraft, this should pique your interest just a little bit. Now, what this mod does is if you take a hopper and you add 2 ender pearls and a gold ingot to it, you get a basic filtering hopper. Okay, now what this hopper does, this basic filtering hopper, so I'm just going to place it real quick right here. Alright, so if you only want cobble, and you don't want the dirt to get in, if you toss in some cobble here, you'll see that it's going in just fine. Oh, except for that one, which I must have misthrown, but it's going in just fine. I'm throwing dirt. Dirt's not going in. So, it will filter out the dirt, make sure that you get your cobble, and everything goes where you want it to. Now, it also adds a speedy hopper, which is identical to the regular hopper, just a little bit faster, or significantly faster. I'm not exactly familiar with hoppers in general, so I can't really say. Now, if you use a basic filtering hopper, I'm speaking very quickly. If you place it with redstone to either side of it, you get the exclusive filtering hopper. Now, what this does is kind of the opposite. Now, if you place in cobble, now I'm gonna throw in everything. I'm going to throw in the kitchen sink, I'm going to throw in cobble. You see, it's not accepting cobble, it will accept everything else, so that makes it a little bit easier for you. Alright, now there are also advanced versions of this which do things like add extra slots so that if you don't want cobble and wood and dirt, but you do want gold or diamond, then it will do that for you. It will exclude all those and get you exactly what you want. Now, finally, we are moving on to this. This is what will allow you to become the master of time. Now, what it does, man, this is difficult to get. So you need 4 blocks of gold, you need wood in a diamond shape, and of course you need the dragon egg in the middle. And what that will do is give you a time manipulator. Now, what you can do with the time manipulator, and as you see here, I've got 2 clocks. Now, if you have a clock in the middle, you put rotten flesh and mushrooms around it, you can get yourself a night-infused gem. Now, this is just sort of me throwing it together random. I'm not sure if you need this pattern exactly. This is what it showed on the wiki page, so that's what I used. But it does say that you can put it in any sort of different way, so if you want to mix it up, maybe have only red mushrooms, it should work. Don't take my word on that exactly, though. I'm just going off of the way it was worded. Now, if you put flowers around a clock, you will get a day-infused gem. And if you put the mushrooms and rotten flesh around a clock, you will get the night-infused gem. If you place this clock down and use the night-infused gem, it becomes night. Day-infused gem, it becomes day, and it's all magic and lovely, and look at that, that's pretty cool. And finally, we have the entity shifter. Now, what the entity shifter did, now as you saw, the time manipulator gave you control of time, and the block shifter gave you control of chests and moving things from point A to point B. This, my friends, is an entity shifter. This will teleport you or any other creatures that are on it. Now, what you do is much like the block shifter. You place one over here, or wherever you want. You place another over here. You place your levers or redstone activated tool onto it. You activate it with the ender tag. And my friends, teleportation. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy this mod. I hope you have fun with it. And, oh, that's cool. It's like Portal. So I hope you guys enjoy this mod. Check it out. The link will be in the description. Fairly easy to install. Go enjoy it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see any other mod showcases. And until next time, this is Foster the Canadian. This is Gany, whatever you want to call him. Badass mod maker is what I call him. This is his end mod. And this is Foster the Canadian saying see ya.